Where did Stalinism originate? Have you ever wondered how a political ideology can evolve and take shape in a specific context? Today, we will explore the origins of Stalinism and how it became a defining feature of the Soviet Union. Stalinism emerged in the Soviet Union after the death of Vladimir Lenin in 1924. This period marked a significant shift in the Communist Party as Joseph Stalin began to consolidate his power. Stalin's rise was not just about personal ambition. It was also about navigating the complex power dynamics within the Bolshevik Party. After Lenin's death, several leaders vied for influence. Stalin skillfully maneuvered through this internal struggle, using his control over party machinery to suppress dissent and eliminate rivals. By 1929, he had firmly established himself as the leader of the Soviet state. What set Stalinism apart from earlier forms of communism was its practical, authoritarian approach to governance. Stalin emphasized centralized control, which meant that decision-making was concentrated in the hands of a few. This led to rapid industrialization and the collectivization of agriculture, both of which aimed to transform the Soviet economy. However, these policies came at a high cost, resulting in widespread famine and suffering, particularly in Ukraine. Stalinism also marked a departure from Lenin's more flexible policies. Under Stalin, the Communist Party adopted a rigid structure that demanded absolute loyalty. Debate and dissent were not tolerated, and Stalin positioned himself as the sole interpreter of Marxist-Leninist ideology. This created a cult of personality around him, where his image and ideas became synonymous with the state. Another notable aspect of Stalinism was the incorporation of Great Russian nationalism. This shift promoted Russian culture and history as central to the Soviet identity, moving away from earlier internationalist ideals. This nationalism was often used to justify repressive measures against various ethnic groups within the Soviet Union. The legacy of Stalinism is complex. It combined elements of totalitarian rule, centralized economic planning, and political repression. Stalin's leadership style reshaped the Communist Party and left a lasting impact on the Soviet state. By the time of his death in 1953, Stalinism had become a defining characteristic of Soviet governance, influencing the course of communism for decades to come. So, the origins of Stalinism can be traced back to the power struggles within the Bolshevik Party in the 1920s. It evolved into a system that prioritized centralized control and political repression, forever changing the landscape of communism in the Soviet Union.